Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast who make me fight Q-tip.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
That's caught by Tucker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Second down and 8. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing now is Geno. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Raiders first down. A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Geno. Now he's going to step up and run. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They asked him to take charge and get it to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Las Vegas first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Raider first down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They need 12 here. It's third down. Now it's Smith. He'll try and do this himself. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's fourth down.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
and
that.
A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
a
whole
little
thing.
Bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals. The combined output in half number 1 could be first touchdown wins. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
First and 10 at the 20.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. That's taken in by Watson.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
At the Raiders' 21-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Once again, it's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Love looking to throw it. That is caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here is Geno Smith and the Raiders trailing 10-3. 53 ticks to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's Smith. He has Mayer complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.